why don't they teach us how to run schools like a business? I know this is something that goes counter to the liberal socialist image of schools. Because schools are supposed to be a place that is more grounded in social emotional needs and doing the greater good. But there are so many companies out there that do greater good that benefits all humanity, and at the same time are highly profitable, highly successful. And I just wonder, why don't we treat schools as though they were businesses? Hear me on this. So, number one, we have customers. Our customers are very clear. We have our students and we have families. We're there as a school to provide a product, education. And education leads to an outcome. We want our students to be successful. We want them to be able to go into the world and accomplish, great things. We want them to be productive citizens, to be literate, to have math sense, so they can read, they can write, they have the aptitude to make analytical decisions mathematically. Even on a lower level, they're able to move through life, preferably have careers, but if not have careers, they can have amazing jobs that pay really well, that allows them to take care of their families. So we have customers, we have a product. The other thing now is, if we ran schools like a business, then we would be heavily grounded in the analytics of the outcomes of what we're doing. Teaching, attendance, even when we do social emotional surveys to see how the kids are doing, we'll be able to use that information to improve what we do from day to day. That makes sense, right? But, however, we are very fearful, system-wise, about talking about schools like a business. One of the things that I wish that had been done in my training to be a school leader, I wish there had been courses linked to the School of Business. I went to Columbia, Teachers College, received my master's, and actually an advanced master's in educational leadership. And I wish that at least a couple of those courses were in partnership with the School of Business and also the School of Law. So I can have a better understanding of educational law, and I can have a better understanding of finance and marketing as applied to schools or what I do. Instead, I did have educational law class. It was more of a case study that I felt I was more to make you afraid of, so you didn't mess up. And it was almost like, it was called legal, but it didn't give me the wherewithal to really understand the nuances of making the right decisions for the benefit of my school, as far as the legal space is concerned. Then the other thing now is when it came to business, people always ask me like, man, tell me that my branding is pretty cool. Like you have this way of looking at your school. Like every school I've ever worked at, I've rebranded. Not for me, but to make it more attractive to families, the people that I'm trying to get to come and people I'm trying to get to come and enroll their kids in my school, right? So marketing, branding, creating a message, a story, so that I'm able to really build a space that is attractive, so I can get more customers, right? But that came because I have a background in marketing and sales, but not necessarily the optimal training. I have more experience in that space. But I would love to have had time spent teaching me how to do that. So again, something I'm just thinking about as I'm driving to work is, how do we better train school leaders to be able to do the work, but from a, not necessarily corporate, but from an entrepreneurial mindset. But at the same time, you can say corporate, because isn't that the ultimate goal here? To be able to to be able to run our schools in the most efficient way possible. All right, that's my thought for this morning. Talk to y'all later.